In section 9-5, we're going to be posting from the cash payments journal. So this is much like we've done in the past, posting. Something to keep in mind is a credit limit is the maximum outstanding balance allowed to a customer by a vendor. So we post to each individual vendor ledger so we could keep track of how much we owe them in total. And this is important because some vendors might have a limit on how much we can owe them. And that is why we need to keep track so that we don't reach that limit. We need to pay off so maybe we can purchase more from that company. So a cash payments journal, much like posting from our general journal, anytime we have something in the account title column, we need to post individually to that account. So we have Bearden Chemicals. We're going to go through the same 5 steps we've always done with posting. The date, journal page number, so CP stands for cash payments, page 21. It's a debit, accounts payable debit here. So that refers to our accounts payable or the company that we owe money. Update the balance. We had a credit balance. Then we have a debit transaction. So the credit minus the debit, our new balance, $6,284.80. And vendor number 210 back up into the journal. We need to do the same thing for purchases. So now we're into our general ledger. Same thing the way we've always posted. 5 steps. Don't forget to put the vendor number back up into our journal. So when we total our cash payments journal, it's often just like how we post in our totals for the general journal. Totals, the last date of the month. Single underline showing we're adding everything above. All of our column totals, once we've confirmed that debits equal credits, we could do the double underline. Now we could post our totals where necessary. So we don't need to post the general amounts because we've already posted those amounts individually to the accounts in the account title column. We need to post our 3 special amount columns, however. So we have accounts payable, purchase discount credit, and cash credit into their individual ledgers. Last date of the month, cash payments journal page 22, the individual amount, update the balances, and then finally put the account number in parentheses underneath each of those special amount columns. Now it's really important, we talked about credit limits, how much we might be able to borrow from companies, how much we can owe them. And to keep track of how much we owe to each company, we are going to be using our ledgers. So we could see here of the 6 companies that we owe money to, we could see exactly how much we owe them. Each company we could see on their individual ledger. Now to make this easier for maybe the owner or a manager, we are going to simplify this and take all of those balances and put it into what's called a schedule of accounts payable. This lists out all the vendors and how much we owe to each individual vendor, as well as total up how much we owe all of them together. So it's simply carrying the balances from each individual ledger and putting them into this schedule of accounts payable. So you can in one glance look and see each of our vendors, how much we owe each individually, as well as how much we owe them total. So that is a schedule of accounts payable and something that'd be very beneficial to a manager or an owner to see everything in one simple form.